Hey y'all, this is Joe out here at the cabin at St. Bernard Acres. Missing my helper. I wish she was not in the cast, but she'll be out tomorrow for a little R&R time out here. I got all the joist hangers in. I got all this level, and well, I'll tell you what, it keeps throwing me off because these are reused cycled boards and stained, and they all look different, but I've had to check them a bunch of times. They're all level. They just don't look it. I've got the deck boards. Those are 5/4 by 6 by 16 feet. I got them up here. I'm 66.5 inches out. 12 of those gives me 66 inches. And I figure I'm going to leave a nail gap between the boards for expansion. And I'll leave a little bit against here for expansion. And then put my trim across here. It should fit this perfectly. 12 of them should fit perfectly. So we will find out. Let me get them unloaded and get them up here. Again, 16 footers. Make sure I got them crown going the right way. Alright, well, one works. That's a good sign. Sure would be better if Gail was out here to help with these. I did not buy these at Lowe's. I bought these at 84 Lumber out here. They were actually a little bit cheaper here and definitely better looking. They're not perfect, but they are better looking. Alright, I'm back. I started screwing all this down, and my neighbor came over. Bobby came over, and we were talking, and his buddy came with him. I told you he was going to give me a price on doing a roof. I wanted to get this deck done so that we could put the ladders up here. Jeff's coming out with me in the morning. We could put the paper on the roof. And Bobby said, as far as the roof goes, if I buy the material, he'll roof it. He'll put the roof on it for free. All I got to do is buy the the metal, which is awesome. And him and his buddy's going to put the paper on it tonight or tomorrow morning. We don't even have to mess with that. That's why the ladder's up there now. He jumped up there to look at it. So they're going to go ahead. He's got his stapler with him and the button nails. He's going to go ahead and put all the paper on it now. I've got a roll of 30-pound in there. So that's settled. Now I've got, all I have to do is buy the material for the roof, and we have the roof. And I can't figure it would cost too much, 8 by 16 on each side. There's the roof. So Jeff and I will come out tomorrow morning and screw all this down and, get all the warp out of the boards as we screw it down and get it all squared away. Then I'll work on the steps. His buddy, who was over with him, likes the cabin, and he was building one, but circumstances have come up where he can't continue to build, and he's selling it, his land. So he asked me how I was going to heat it. And I said, well, wood stove, we're going to get a wood stove put in there. And he asked me if I bought one yet, and I said no. He said he would sell me his that he bought for his cabin. I don't know the size, it's big enough. It's got a flat top on it, you put pots on it. And it's got 2 doors. Probably bigger than what's needed for this cabin, but, He said the stove, all the pipe, everything, $100. I said, sold. For $100, there's no way to go wrong. Even Bobby's jaw dropped because he, his buddy got a good deal on it, but still, $100. And Bob was like, he spent 2 years looking for a deal on a stove for his place. So anyway, he said, you're going to insulate it? I said, well, yeah, we got to buy the insulation. And he's got rolls of insulation, more than what I need to do this. And I said, well, look, one of the reasons why I'm doing this the way I am, with as much used material as I can find and deals that I can find on things, is I don't have money. I don't have a lot of money to be, buying stuff. This decking was $120. Well, that was a stretch. I didn't want to spend that this week, but I needed to get it done so, we could continue on with stuff. And he said, don't worry about it. He'll work out something. I'll give the money to Bob or whatever. He's going to give me the insulation. He said, what kind of floor are you going to put in? I said, well, just a laminate floor, because that's the old plywood that was on the mezzanine where I work. So it's all rough and ugly. I figured one of those floating laminate floors would probably work. He's got it all. So I'll make you a hell of a deal on it. Wow. Paint. He's got 5 gallons of paint. If it's the right color, if it's the color I want. I don't, because he said, asked me what color I was going to paint it. I said, we have no idea yet. I haven't reached that point yet. So evidently, he's got everything he needed to build his over there, but he hasn't built it yet, and he's not going to continue on with it. So he's got a lot of stuff that he wants to work on. And I'm going to head over there. Jeff and I are going to come out tomorrow morning. Like I said, they're going to do the paper on the roof. Jeff and I will knock this out. We're going to go over to his cabin, load up the stove, and bring it over. And check out what that is. Can't believe I'm getting a wood stove already. It's amazing how you meet people. And I was looking really because of the price and because of the size at those little little tent type stoves. It's just 12 by 16, with a 8-foot loft in it. That's all it is. But yeah, if I can get this stove, for $100, deal. Um, Plus whatever else he has over there that I can use, that he'll sell like really cheap, and I can use on this. Because even with buying this, what you see here so far, I'm still less than $1,000 into it, because of reusing so much stuff and finding deals on. The door was $40. You know, uh, I had to buy the concrete. I had to buy this paneling, but you know how cheap that was. Um, and the 2x4 studs, I bought the. Yeah, I don't have $1,000 in it yet. You know. Um, and I'm going to continue on with that. My goal was to have it completely built for $2,500 or less. Then I'm going to go by the place where you buy those sheds, look at a 12 by 16 that I could have had brought out here on a rent-to-own type thing, video the construction of it and everything, and then show you the difference in this one versus how those are built, and then the cost of one of those. Because if you do the rent-to-own on that thing, the 12 by 16 is probably going to cost you, I don't know, probably $6,000, $7,000, and it's completely unfinished. All you're buying is a shell. So I'm gonna have, I'm gonna try to beat that if I can, instead of buying one of those. And I know this is built 1,000 times better than one of those. So, let's figure it out. But I'm gonna go shopping over at his place tomorrow. And now I don't have to work by myself trying to screw all this stuff down and get the warps out of it and everything. Jeff and I can do that tomorrow morning. And get this done, go over there, get the stove, bring it over here, put it in the cabin at least, and let y'all see it. And we'll be good to go. It's going to turn out to be a good weekend after all. The weather is perfect. The temperature is perfect. It looked a couple times like it was going to rain, and I wouldn't be surprised if it did, because we've had plenty of rain. I'm done with rain. But we've got the next 10 days or so. I think the highest temperature is going to be 80 degrees. And they're talking 10 to 15 degrees below normal. Nights in the 50s. And that's August. So again, they're messing with our weather. I don't know what they've done, but they done screwed something up. That's my opinion. But anyway, that's my update out here. I didn't get a whole lot done. I got all my joists taken care of, all my joist hangers done. I got all my deck boards out here. We'll screw them all in tomorrow and trim this up and go get my stove and insulation and whatever else I can get off of him, since he's selling his. We'll see what we can do. But that's it. I'm going home. Nick's coming into town, so I'm going to get back so we can grill out tonight. And he's got to go up to Toledo tomorrow, I think. He's got to be up there tomorrow morning. But he'll get to spend the night here. I think that's about it. We will talk to y'all tomorrow. And this is Joe out here at the cabin. That is all.